Alrighty, an update. I got the new springs and bump stop bushings for the truck. Got a winter cab. Kit got dropped off. A really good replacement fender, replacement door, and a hood in much better shape than what I have. Also, needs a little bit of repair, but a complete front windshield. So between the two, we should be looking pretty good at what needs to be done. Motor and transmission is removed. Just got to strap it down to the pallet. Customer is going to be picking that up hopefully this week. Stripped all the stuff off the frame that we did not need, the old motor mounts, the old cloth wiring that's bad. So pretty much that's ready for mocking up the motor as soon as the transmission gets here. Pulled the dash apart. Got a few more things to gut out and clean out. Get rid of all that stuff. Replace the wiring. It's in pretty bad shape. I got to strip the firewall also. Alrighty, so I'm trying to make a motor mount for that out there. We were going to use this, but the way this mounts on an angle, and then I got to match to this angle and then do that. I think it's kind of be a pain in the butt. So I think I'm going to take this off. Now my buddy was going to use some of the 4-link stuff, but he's probably right. He thinks I should save it for another project we work on. So what I was thinking of doing is kind of like this is a flat bar. Put a flat bar here, cut one out on the plasma table, and then I'll cut out some ear tabs a little shorter, and we'll put them on like this. And what we're going to do is, I got this pipe floating around. I'm going to take leaf spring bushing off a truck, and we're going to press that in there, and then that'll sit that way. And I'll take another piece of tube, connect to it, then go to the frame and hook up the motor mount. So it's kind of how I'm going to do it. I'll show it to you after I get it put together, and we'll see if it's actually going to work. All right, I'm pressing the, I think it's a 05 F250 leaf spring bushing. Pressing in this tube I have. That's what I came up with for a motor mount. Clean it up so it won't look so horrible, just dirty. So I took the original frame mount off and kept the engine mount. Took the rubber bushing. It was kind of hard with some angles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to box the inside of the frame here in, and then we're going to make where they taper around, the cover plate, make it kind of strong. Put a heavy plate on here to box it in. I think these would be pretty good. I mean, heck, holds the leaf springs. The bushing should be plenty strong enough. Only thing I might have a small general concern is whether or not I got to put something back here as a support to keep it from bending. Once I put the weight on the motor, going to measure it as I start putting the weight on, see if it deflects. If it deflects, I might take a small piece of angle iron and put it on the back so it kind of makes like a pyramid on the back, which will take any flex out of it. Well, we'll see what that does. That's where we are so far. I got to get the other side made up, and then I'll show you what I got from there. Thank you. So this is what I came up with for a motor mount. Like I showed you, pressed the bushing in, made a couple of brackets on the plasma table, some support brackets. So what I'm going to end up doing is put this 2-inch spacer in between here, run that in there, and then this one will go in at the top and lock it all together. So let's get rolling. Gonna go try it out and see if it fits. Fits absolutely perfect. All right, it's all welded up. Grind it down, smooth it down, make it look a little prettier after. Right now, I just want to get in place, put the motor on. We're in the mock-up stages, so a lot of grinding, cleaning, making stuff look really nice is going to come down the road a little bit. All right, show it to you when the motor's bolted into the truck. Okay, motor mounts are welded in. They got to be prettied up and welded a little bit better after the motor's out of the way. Plenty strong enough to hold it for mock-up stages. Zoom in here for you. There's that one. And that one. Let's see. So if you grab the motor, she ain't going anywhere. All right, next thing to do is build the exhaust manifold. I have this 2-inch Schedule 40 pipe we're going to cut down. And we're going to run that horizontally here. We're going to run a 90 into the end of it. Join these into there. I don't know if I'm going to run double 90s on each end and then put a collector. I could do that, a collector, and come underneath. That might be the simpler way to do it. So I'll show you what that looks like when we mock it up. I think I'm going to put the cab up over it now so that I can figure out where the tunnel and all that needs to be done for the floor. All right, nothing but forward progress now.